Welcome to day 2 of our Hydrogen Aviation Summit. For attendees joining for the first time today, I'm Dominic. I'm Head of External Affairs at ZeroAvia, and I will be your host for these sessions. We had an absolutely brilliant day yesterday, a massive attendance, a lot of engaged people with great questions coming through, and I'm hoping the temptations of a very neatly poised World Cup group involving Germany and Spain don't really impact that today. Couple of housekeeping points. We do ask that questions are posted in the Q&A section on Zoom, but please also note that while we have moved the streaming of the seminars and panels onto Zoom, you can still access the floor platform, and there you're able to network with peers and also speak to some of the ZeroAvia departments. We have representatives from engineering, business development, procurement, HR, etc. So head over there if you want to have a chat with someone from ZeroAvia. The link for that is in the chat. As I mentioned yesterday, this conference is really about hydrogen aviation in general. It's not specifically about ZeroAvia. And at the start of yesterday, we did play a film. So for people joining for the first time today, we're going to play that film again. Emissions Impossible, looking at some of the work we're doing here at ZeroAvia before we move into that broader conversation. So roll VT. So brilliant. Welcome back, as mentioned. So yesterday we heard some really fascinating speakers. We had a very inspiring opening from noted polar explorer Robert Swan, who left us with 2 thoughts really. One of which was the importance of sticking with the commitments that we make, and how that's permeated all of his life and all of his endeavours. And then also the visceral accounts that he provided of having seen climate change impact firsthand in some of those explorations. We also then looked at the timelines we're setting ourselves. So first of all, from a technical standpoint, we examined some of the developments and the projections of where hydrogen could get to and what share of carbon emission reduction it could take. And then we explored the views of some of the airlines and how they're thinking about routes, so British Airways and United in particular, before having a conversation about the policy levers that government can pull to help with some senior civil servants and addressed by the aviation minister in the UK. So on day 2, we're going to explore how we can supercharge adoption of hydrogen aviation. First, we're going to hear from Jill Blickstein, VP of Sustainability at American Airlines, and on how hydrogen fits into the strategy of what is essentially, by many counts, the world's largest airline. Then we're going to deep dive in session 4, which is the first panel session of today, into how hydrogen propulsion technology is going to work with aircraft, with integration and with maintenance. And we'll hear in session 5 about the public-private partnerships that can help us supercharge the R&D and get that one step closer to market even quicker. And then finally, in session 6, we'll explore the questions relating to infrastructure at airports and how that's going to scale over time, which is really important given that throughout yesterday's sessions, that permeated a lot of the discussions and came up time and time again.